Hello, my name is JD Ruiz. I'm going to be speaking about the Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis. So specifically what we're going to be speaking about is letters 21 through 24. So in letter 21, the global issue that I found was how humans are always putting up claims to ownership. And what I said that is happening in the real world is individuals want to always claim certain land. For example, Russia versus Ukraine. The war solely happened because, of course, Putin wanted the land that Ukraine was sitting on. So the war started in February 24th, 2022, and it's still currently going on. And it's definitely a global issue that needs to be fixed. And we can see that the technique that Lewis used was didactic tone, diction. He said, "When I speak of preserving this assumption in his mind, therefore, the last thing I mean you to do is to furnish him with arguments in its defense." So Lewis implements this technique in order to once again teach Wormwood how to deal with certain situations. This technique supports the global issue also, since it mentions furnish him with arguments in his defense. This relates to the global issue solely because Russia tried its best to rush Ukraine with threats in order to get them to surrender. So that's it for 21. For letter 22, the global issue I found was he has filled his world full of pleasures. And so, of course, humans, they always want to fill the world with pleasures and try and push as much things as they want into their life. Basically force things. And the authorial technique I found was his minding in the least, sleeping, washing, eating, drinking, making love, playing, partying, working. That was enjambment. And like I said, this is a great example of how humans really just try to put a whole bunch of stuff into one day. Like sometimes you can't afford to put so much things into one day, but people somehow try to do it. And then letter 23, I said the global issue was no doubt you have, the line I found was, no doubt you have often practiced transforming yourself into an angel of light as a parade ground exercise, Lewis 123. And I said this was the reason why the global issue that this brought out to me is how people they try to make themselves seem like an angel when they really aren't. And the authorial technique I found was a spoiled saint, a Pharisee, an inquisitor, or a magician makes better sport in hell than a mere common tyrant or debauchee. Lewis 123. I said this was enjambment once again. And so basically it's saying like how a spoiled saint, a Pharisee, and inquisitor, so all those are people that are just trying to be imposters, you could say. And then for letter 24, the global issue I found, it was in page 29. It says, "It is an unobstructive little vice which she shares with nearly all women who have grown up in an intelligent group circle untied by a clearly defined belief." And it's Lewis 129. And the reason why I chose this one is because the global issue it brings out to me is how all women have grown up in an intelligent circle, and they go by the belief of that circle. So there's always some belief that they all believe in, and then they all have to go into that one. And then the authorial technique I chose page 129 says, "The males who habitually meet these outsiders do not feel that way. Their confidence, if they are confident, is of a different kind. Hers, which she's supposed to be due to faith." Once again, this is just how males, when they approach those women, they are stuck to one habit, and the men feel well, there goes my confidence, because I didn't meet her standards. Well, there goes that out the window. And that is it for me. Thank you. Bye bye.